Hey there, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create a contact us page where user will submit the form, and if anyone submits the form, will receive an email notification about that. To create an email contact form, basically normally you use PHP contact forms. Also, you would require a MySQL database. But since our website is hosted on github.com for free, GitHub doesn't allows you to upload any PHP files. Neither we cannot create any MySQL databases. So we are going to use a free service called FormSpree, which is very easy to use and currently it's free. And all you have to do is create your form with these settings and you're good to go. You don't have to set up any database. So as soon as someone fills in contact form, you will receive a notification to your email address with the user's email address in that. So let's get started. So currently, before we start with the contact page, contact.html, I'll go to footer, and if you look over here, the clean-block.js is linking to a minified version. Why I'm changing this is currently, if you look at the contact form over here, so it doesn't have any action. You can go ahead and add that, but we are going to use an Ajax form, so which is very neat and gives us more control of our page, and so that's why we are going to link this JavaScript to the unminified version. Okay, and since we are here, let's just use the jQuery minified version, which is good for performance, and let's just go to clean-block.js JavaScript. And if you look at over here, as soon as you click on any input field, means as soon as you click on this button over here, or if you submit the form, so you're going to send a request, which is an Ajax request to the contact me.php file. Whereas we cannot upload any contact me_.php files basically. So we are going to replace this URL with FormSpree. And let's do that quickly. It's very easy to do. Just copy this URL over here and paste it. And the reason I'm not going to add HTTP over here is, so this / denotes if you are using any HTTP server, it will load HTTP. If your server is HTTPS, it will automatically switch back to HTTPS. And you have to enter your real email address where you will receive notifications to. So I'm going to enter my email address. You have to change this to yours. Okay, and basically when you hit submit button, we are going to send an Ajax request, and this code over here, it waits for a success call or an error, but FormSpree doesn't gives you any response that the call was successful or it was an error. So we are going to delete this, and we are going to treat all the calls as success. And I'm going to replace this with complete. So complete is an Ajax request method, which you, if you go to jQuery website, you can read about it. It's a method available on Ajax call. You can read over here completely about jQuery complete. Okay, and that's it with the JavaScript part. And so what we have done is we are using an Ajax call over here, and we are just doing the success call with complete method. And let's go back to contact page, where I'm going to add a few fields. The first field is a reply to. So whichever the user fills, in whichever field user fills his email address, I'm going to add one more attribute over there as this one. So when you receive a notification, you can contact that person directly with this reply to button. And as well, I'm going to add an hidden input field. Basically, it's not hidden, it's a type text input field, and we are going to hide that with CSS, inline CSS. So why we are doing this? Because if it's a email submission spamming bot, he will automatically fill this and will get to know that it was a bot, and you will not receive any email in that case. So it's a easy spam protection tool, and that's it. We are good to go. And let's just do one thing. Let's quickly cross check what we have done. We have a form. We are not using the action method. If you want to use action method, all you have to do is copy the same thing which we have over here and paste it in the action like this. That's it. It will work fine. But if you want to use the Ajax method, you have to have a JavaScript file, and within the Ajax file you have to add this URL and a success callback. So let's just commit this files to our server and actually do a submission. Okay, and I'm going to commit these files. Let's just sync these files. Okay, so I have committed the files. Basically, I have uploaded the files to my GitHub account. And let's go back to this website, jekyll-blog.com. You can check on your local server as well, but I just want to do it online. To contact page. Okay, it's loading. Okay, I'm going to open my network panel over here by pressing F12 because I want to show what Ajax request goes when you submit the form. And I'll just go to XHR, which stands for Ajax request. And yeah, let's submit the form. I'll just fill someone's name like Jekyll user, and then fill the email address as okay, and some phone number. And message and Jekyll blog. Alright, let's hit the submit button and let's check what happens. Okay, so we have sent this Ajax request, and as you can see over here, and let's check our email if we have received anything. As you can see, I have received an email already, which is asking me to confirm this website. It is basically your first sign up. And let's just click on this. So my email address is confirmed for this website now, basically for this page. And let's go back. Alright, so now as soon as someone fills the form again, okay, I'm just going to refresh this page. I'm going to delete this email address over here. And I'll fill it with the new details. Shwini is my sister's name. I'll fill a random number. Okay, let's just fill this form. A message has been successfully sent. Let's check our email address, and we have received one thing. Okay, so you can see all the details I have received over here, and that's it from this lecture. When we meet again in next video, we'll create blog page paginations. So on the home page, we are going to make sure these buttons actually work. So see